All right, so the table here shows shipping costs and then the weights associated with them. So if you want to think about it like a piecewise function, which it is, um, the weights are your domains, and then the costs are the costs associated. So those would be the actual functions would be f of x equals and then 5, 8, 11, or 14. So what are the domain and range of the function? What are the maximum and minimum values? All right, so let's take a look. So this is the function graphed, right? For 0 to 2 pounds, it's $5. For 2 to 4 pounds, it's $8. For 4 to 6 pounds, it's $11. And for 6 to 8 pounds, it's $14. Um, that's why this is called a step function. It's like you're walking up steps. The domain of this function, um, you can get from 0 all the way up to 8. So essentially what um, this online store deals with are, I mean, obviously you can't go lower than 0 pounds, and they only ship things up to 8 pounds. You can simply say 0, like x is in between 0 and -8, because everything is covered in between. Even though you do see open circles, there is, or yeah, an open point, there are closed points associated with the same x value. The range is not, like, you can't just say between 5 and 14, because there's nothing that costs $6, for instance. There's nothing that costs $10. It's either 5, 8, 11, or 14. So the range is the collection of just those 4 points. And then the minimum cost is $5. The maximum cost is 14. So again, when you're talking about maximum and minimum values, you're specifically talking about the y value, in this case, the shipping cost. Okay. All right, let's check out a you try it question. So another application of like a step function, which again is just a step function is a piecewise function. It's just specifically the steps like we just saw before. So this function, when we graph it, will look similar. This is for a parking garage, and between 0 and 3 hours, you're going to pay $10. Between 3 and 6, you're going to pay 15, and so on. So let's just go ahead and graph it. Let's see. We're going to use our drawing function here. Do the best we can. Okay, so for time 0 to 3 hours, it's $10. So it looks like it's an open circle at 0, and it's a closed circle at 3. And then we're going to highlight it in between, or fill it in between. All right, and then from 3 to 6 hours, it's $15. So and again, it's an open circle because it's just a less than there. So open circle here, closed circle at 6, and then you draw in between. $20, 6 to 9 hours. So open circle here, closed circle here, fill it in between, and then $25 for 9 to 12 hours. So open circle here, closed circle here, and you fill in between. All right, so that's what the function should look like. Domain of the function is, so I guess we're talking about t, we're not talking about x. So 0 is less than t is less than or equal to 12. So you can park in this garage between 0 and 12 hours. And then the maximum minimum values, well, the maximum value is $25, and the minimum value is $10. Because once you go in, you're paying at least $10, and then it can go up to $25 depending on how long you stay. I think that's it. So I want you to try those other you try questions. Just give them a try. I don't have videos on them, but you can check the answers and ask me questions about it before you start the practice. All right, let me know if you have any other questions.